everyone. So today we're going to do part 3 of all of this postnatal foundation work. So part 1 being just learning how to activate your pelvic floor, do TA breathing, and checking for that DR. Part 2, the last video, those initial moves that you just want to feel out, where you're at, how your core is feeling, that type of thing. And then once those moves start to feel okay, you're going to move on to this video. This video is more about core stabilization. We're going to be focusing on activating and doing isometric holds, which is just where you take those muscles and you just hold them in that activated position and really work on pulling everything in, again, bringing all those TA muscles together, pulling that pelvic floor up and in, and holding, restabilizing everything. So there's 2 moves that we're going to do there, and then 1 move is a back move. It's something that we just don't focus on enough when we do core work. Everyone wants to work here and in this area, but your back is so important as part of your core, especially now that you're a new mom. We're doing a lot of this, especially if you're breastfeeding. I breastfeed and I also pump a lot. So we bottle feed as well. And even when I bottle feed, I end up doing this a lot. I think I try to get closer to him. I don't know what it is. But you still, even with a bottle, you're still kind of doing that slouchy positioning. So this is my gentle reminder to everyone to, even when you're breastfeeding and you're bottle feeding, trying to sit up and activate and keep everything working, because if you're not, that's just working against you trying to bring all these muscles back together. So really making sure you're sitting with shoulders back, sit with a pillow. When you breastfeed, try to actually have something there to support you if you can. If you're not, if you're out, and you're not able to, just trying to stay conscious of that. You're going to end up working your arms a little bit by having to hold baby a little higher, but that's not a bad thing. So gentle reminder on that one. So let's get into these moves. Again, 2 core stabilization moves. 1 that's and then our 3rd move being a low back move. That's really, really great. To start reworking all those muscles. So first move, we're coming down onto the ground for that bridge position. So we did a rolling bridge in our last video where you're coming up and slowly coming down. Now we're going to come up into that bridge. So coming up, head stays down, coming up, and you're just going to hold. And I want you to try to hold it for 30 seconds. Just keeping it here, activating those muscles, pulling everything in tight, pulling that pelvic floor up and in. So you should be feeling that activation of your pelvic floor. And if you don't, if you're still in those early stages, that's okay. Biggest thing is you should still feel those glutes activate. So that's going to help you relearn that pelvic floor activation. So you're staying here, trying to do it for about 30 seconds, and then you'll come back down. And then if that feels okay and you feel good, I'm going to readjust myself here. If you feel good with that move, you can take it 1 step further. Come up again, activate, hold, and then you're going to take 1 leg out, keeping it even with that opposite leg. So you're not up here, you're not down here, which you're going to start to feel in your core if you are. Just straight out, dropping down, switch sides. Keeping hips high the whole time. Core activated, pelvic floor is activated, pulled up and in, alternating sides. Just do 5 on each side. We're either at 2 or 3. We might end up doing 6 because I don't remember where we're at. Mom brain's kicking in. Keeping it high. Don't let those hips drop. One more each side. Last one. And then slowly bringing it down. So again, that's your option if you feel good holding up for that long. If you don't, just keep doing those 30-second holds. Coming up, hold for 30 seconds, activating, slowly coming back down. As you feel stronger and stronger, you'll be able to add in that leg extension. But don't feel like you have to be able to do it right away. You might not be able to. Okay? That's okay. So our second move is a modified dead bug. So dead bug, if anyone who hasn't done it, is just here, and you're not doing this, I'm just showing you. Dead bug would be dropping, coming back up. But most of us are not ready for that drop. Okay, so this is where that core stabilization comes in. So your legs are going to stay up in this bent 90-degree position. You should feel that in your core. Arms are up. All you're going to do is you're going to drop one hand back, all the way back up again. Back, all the way back up again. So let's do 5 on each side again. Keeping that core activated. You're going to feel this. I can feel it already. Okay? Touching your hand all the way down to the ground. I know you can't see my hand. Touching it all the way down to the ground. Pulling back up. Keeping that core activated. If you can only make it through 3 of these and you've got to drop your legs and come back into it, that's what you do. Maybe you only get through 2. That's okay. The point is that you do what you can and come back to it. Okay? You should be activating that pelvic floor, activating those TA muscles, bringing everything up and in. This is all about that stabilization, keeping it engaged for as long as we are here. Got 1 more each side. And there it is. Okay? So that's your 2 stabilization moves. Now, we're going to flip it over. You're going to come down, all the way down. I'm going to lift my head because I can't really talk here. Okay? And you can even lift your head a little bit if you need to as well. This move is one of those that seems simple, but you're going to feel it, especially having just given. Even those C-section mamas, you guys are going to feel it. We're all using our backs right now in very weird ways, as I said before. So all we're doing is lifting up and bringing it back down. You're only lifting as high as you can go, personally, and all the way back down. So you might just come here and feel it, and that's okay. You're just going right back down, okay? I know I can lift a little bit higher where my hip comes up just a touch more, all the way back down. So wherever you are most comfortable without having pain, but still feeling those muscles work, that's the most important piece. So we're working that low back. Probably going to feel it right here, just like I am. Working that core. That's part of your core. That low back is a very important piece of your core work. So same thing as usual, 5 on each side. We're at 3. One more each side. There it is. Okay? Those are your 3 moves. Try to do a few rounds of that. I know I only go through 1 with everyone because want to keep your videos short and sweet. But try to do 3 rounds, 2 to 3 rounds, depending on your capabilities. And take those modifications that I discussed as you need it. So maybe first round you do fine, and second round you've got to modify a little bit. That's okay. We're all here to rebuild, get those muscles working again, get that fitness back a little bit, okay? So that's the goal. And if it takes time for you to get to a point where you're doing 3 rounds of the moves the full version of the moves, then it does, and that's okay. The point is you're here and you're doing it. Okay? Okay, so those are your 3 for the day. I'll be back with some more foundation moves next time.